We got the verdict for the Derek Chauvin case where he found guilty on all three charges: second degree murder, third degree murder, second degree manslaughter. Sentences in 8 weeks? So we don't
Too
know.
much.
We don't know the amount of time that he's going to get yet, but we saw this as a big plus in the black community. Even though like it's sort of like sick in a way that we need that, but it's just like we lost somebody. But I mean, yeah, I guess it shows progress in these things. Um, I see like I looked at social media throughout a lot of this, and I see some people making it like, well, what are the police supposed to do? But I mean, I feel like the police should see this as a win because if you're a police officer and you love your job, you should take pride in what you do. You should want clowns like Chauvin out the force. It's like they're the ones bringing a bad name to the force. Like the officer who said something about the lady who mistook her gun for a taser. He was like, "Yo, like, how do you do that? Like, you shouldn't be a cop anymore." And so I when they was making it about like government versus police, I was like, that's wild. Like, nah, it's just the moron. Like, if you're a police officer and you're upset about the Chauvin case, I mean, like, are you a dirty cop? Like, what are you doing? Like, I understand people be wilding out here, but you shouldn't be acting like that. And part of me too, like they need to get that little code of honor they do where they just like don't tell on other cops and stuff.
Yeah.
They need to get that shit out of here. If you a good cop, you should take pride in your job and be like, nah, get those bullshit out of here. Like I have friends who are police officers now, and whenever stuff like this happens, they be staying off social media because they can't comment or like on stuff. I'm like, nah, like this is the time. Like, nah, use your voice. Like, nah, get the bullshit out of the forest.
Yeah. My take on it is, yes, it's a win, but the process is still not done.
Yeah.
Like, they could, like, you know what I'm saying? They could just, give him probably 5 years and then say the rest is suspended. Or suspend some of his time for already serving. So, it's a win because they actually convicted him, but if the time doesn't match up, then was it really worth it?
I definitely agree with you with the sentencing. We gotta like make sure we keep the pressure on him for the sentencing. But I think just him being found guilty for all three, now it's like now the police like y'all gotta chill. You know what I'm saying? Like police officers now is like, yeah, you see what happened? Like y'all need to get off that shit. And like really, another example for like that I thought was crazy. The police should love the Chauvin case right now, because think about like the young lady in Ohio that was shot or other things. Whether I'm not like talking about what they did or what was going on, but I'm the police. I'll use this right now to be like, all right, look, like yeah, we're gonna take this and we're gonna use this as a step forward. I'm not saying sweep all this stuff on the rug, but I'll just like, hey, like we're gonna start weeding out the bad officers now. Yeah. So it's like I'll use that as a PR move in a sense, even though that sounds a little sick. But it's just like to draw some of the attention away from the other stuff that's going around like in this country. But I say it's main thing is I don't see why people are acting like this is like a L for the police. I'm like, no, like this should be a good thing for the police. That's my whole main take of it. But yeah, like you're right, the sentencing thing.
Yeah, and then on top of that, pressure bust pipes. Like you're like anybody within a military background or anybody know that they have to be in like frustrating, like demanding what's called like situations.
Yeah.
Where you have to think fast on your feet.
Yeah.
And if you can't think fast on your feet or make the right decision, then people will lose their lives.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the argument that caused me. My thing is this: like you go to training how long for it?
Yeah. Yeah, I thought the case was funny because they like the defense kept trying to bring other stuff in, and like everyone be like, nah, he died because his knee was on him. But could he have died because of this? No, his knee was on him. But what if he should have did it? I thought that was just so funny. Like, yo.
Yeah, they'll use everything in the book to like to comprehend the violence of this thing. Like, oh, it was like all legit. But in reality, the person lost his life, and now they say that Chauvin's on suicide watch, which they will say anyways, even if he wasn't, to make sure he's in protected custody.
Yeah.
Which they are going to put him in. They're not going to put him in general population. They're going to put him in private cell by himself.
Yeah.
To serve out them times. He's not going to be treated bad at all.
Yeah, but The one thing I thought was interesting about like the whole case was just when when he said he wasn't going to speak on the during the trial.
Yeah.
It's just he seemed as if like, yeah, we got him. I don't know if you like watched it, but just, I like reading faces. I really like reading faces.
Nah.
When they asked, he said no. It's just like he the defense, like yeah, like they don't know what to do now. And then like when you watch his face when they did the convictions, like found guilty, he was like, wait, like what? It's like yo, like you really thought you could get away with that shit.
Hey man.
And like I think that like that's what I'm saying. Like that's the shit that needs to get out the police. Where it's like yo, like I understand there are people out here that be wildin', but y'all don't bring that energy for that Dylan Roof who shot up a damn church, and y'all took it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't bring that energy for them.
How many years he got?
I don't know, but he got taken to get something to eat afterwards. I'm like, damn, that's what I'm saying. Like when they talk about they need to have that aggression, y'all don't have that aggression for everybody. You saw that thing of that white dude that drove the old white dude that had the cop on the truck and he was driving away and hitting him and stuff. Where was the aggression there? You know what I'm saying? So like, if you're not gonna be consistent with this aggression or only gonna show it towards certain like colors, it's like yo, like get that shit out of here, yo.
Yeah.
Like really.
That is true. That is true.